Well, can you believe this? Yet another big superstar linked with playing for the Algerian national team. Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all doing well in this difficult time for our brothers and sisters in Palestine at the moment. So thoughts and prayers go with them. So Michael Olise, a player linked with Algeria for a number of years now. The famous quartet of nations, if you don't know already, that he can play for 4 different countries. If you don't know him, please get to know him. He can play for England because he was born in London. He was born in Hammersmith. He can play for France because his mother was born in France. He can play for Algeria because he's got a French-Algerian mother of Algerian descent on his mother's side. Or he can play for Nigeria, hence the Olise name, through his father. So a 4-way tussle, we were thinking. It's bad enough having to compete with the French for players. But 4 ways, it would be some result if Algeria saw off England, France and Nigeria to get him over the line. Now, in recent years, there's been zero to no hope of getting this player. A seed was planted a few weeks ago during the international break where Yasser Laroussi, a friend of Michael Olise, who he's played with in the French youth setup, did a little post where he said to Olise, "We're waiting for you," while playing with the Algerian team. Now, as much as I love a bit of banter, that's always got to be more than just a bit of banter. You don't call out Michael Olise. Imagine he did that and Olise had no idea and he had no intention of ever playing for Algeria. He'd be fuming. So he must have asked Olise for permission to post that Laroussi. And I tell you what, if Laroussi's contribution to the Algerian national team is getting us to get Olise, fair play, mate. You've done more than most. So cheers, Yasser. So that was when the seed was planted. Now, a couple of journalists from Algeria in the past couple of days, this is the same sort of people that were saying that Houssem Aouar was going to come and that Ammi was going to come and Ait-Nouri and all these guys. They are now saying that there are some talks between Algeria and Michael Olise. And there was also another rumour from another source about a mystery Algeria player potentially joining prior to the Africa Cup of Nations. And this could be, and probably still might be, Yacine Adli, considering he started playing for Milan now. I don't think he would have gone to AFCON at all, even if he wanted to, if he wasn't kicking a ball for Milan. If anything, the irony is, Adli's playing every week for Milan because of the injury to Ismail Benasser, who looks to be on track to be ready for AFCON, inshallah, by the way. Olise talks of Algeria. The player has come to the realisation that he will not play for England or France. Now, to many people, they'll be like, so what, we're third choice? I never see it like that. He probably wants to be at the top level, as most players do. Obviously, he doesn't feel as Algerian as many other people because it's only on his mum's side, and obviously he's feeling very African. He's got 2 African parents. But Nigeria will also be looking at this and thinking, well, if he's not playing for the English or the French, and you look at England and the likes of Eze at Palace, I think Olise's better than Eze, but Eze's getting in the England squad. He's not going to get in the French squad anytime soon. He's not going to get over the likes of Mbappe and Kolo Muani and Dembele and all these guys. He's got a real shot at Algeria or Nigeria. But Nigeria's strength, as I said in the AFCON group preview, their strength is the attack, the wingers and the forwards. So I think it's even harder for Olise to play for Nigeria, because you look at the likes of Osimhen and Boniface and Mofi and Iwobi and all these sorts of guys and Awonyi, it's going to be hard for him to get into that side as well, and Lookman and maybe Teller. So Algeria is the perfect platform in a team that is crying out for pace. Now, Olise obviously has been injured this season. He's not played much Premier League football. Last season he was fantastic. He got so many assists, so much so that Chelsea tried to buy him, agreed a deal, and then he U-turned and signed a new contract at Palace. I don't think the new contract at Palace means much. I just think he'll leave next summer, but they'll get, instead of 35 million, they could get up to double that, maybe even 70 million pounds. So let's see what happens with Michael Olise. That right wing position, which is where he operates, obviously is Mahrez's position, and where Bouatnani is currently operating as a backup. You've got Rashid Gazelle playing again for Besiktas, getting in some goal contributions, some goal involvements in the Turkish Super League in recent weeks. Olise's been injured. He's got to get back to full fitness, so he might not even be in contention for a November squad because he's literally been injured the whole time. Is it too late? Well, there's always one wild card at an AFCON. You know, I'm pretty sure Morocco will, from nowhere, they will bring Ibrahim Diaz to the AFCON, even though he's never kicked a ball for Morocco, but because he's that good at Real Madrid, it'd be stupid not to take him. Could Algeria do it? We saw Andy Delors come from nowhere, go to AFCON in Egypt in 2019, from literally nowhere, go to AFCON and play a huge part in Algeria's victory, both on and off the pitch. Could Olise be the wildcard man? Let's wait and see. But I just worry in terms of this tournament, it might have come a little bit too late. So let me know in your thoughts in the comments down below on Michael Olise to Algeria. It looks more likely at this moment in time than the Rayan Cherki, or as I keep saying, I think he wants to play those Paris Olympic Games under Thierry Henry with Mbappe. But do we need Olise? Is he the priority position? You let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.